Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Roll Pride Show here at the Green Kayak. I'm Sheldon, your host. We're on with Mike Martin. Coach Stratton will be joining us here in a little bit. But first off, we want to welcome to the show Jim Carmadecca, the owner here, the proprietor at the Green Kayak, and we'd like to thank you very, very much for this opportunity for us to come together as a community down here at your wonderful establishment. And we're going to give you an opportunity to tell us a little bit about what's going on down there.
Thanks a lot, Chris. I appreciate that. We love the opportunity to have this coaches show here every Monday night at 6:30. I hope we get more and more people that are coming down here to participate. We have a lot going down, and we could talk about forever, but they told me I have like a minute, which is a smart move. Give me the hook. Every Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m., we have an open mic night. I encourage everybody to come on down. We get a significant number of students from New Richmond High School. They come down here and play guitar, piano, you name it. There is a lot of talent at that school, both on the football side as well as the musician side. We have a couple other events that we can talk about as they get closer, including a really cool 22-mile paddle. September 19th, we're going to be taking all the money and the proceeds will be going to the Lauren Hill Foundation, which is just an awesome opportunity for folks to. And two of the guys that are participating are going to be doing the entire 22 miles in cardboard boats. How cool is that?
They better be pretty well constructed.
They are, and it will be a Guinness Book of World Records event, so we've registered with them. So come on down, and thanks for coming out, and looking forward to the rest of the season here with the Richmond Lions.
We appreciate your time very much and the opportunity to be here down here for the Roll Pride Show as well, and we'll have you back on time to time to fill us in on the events going on. Congratulations, you got a wonderful gig going on here.
Thanks a lot. I'll cede my seat to the coach.
Thank you very much. And as Coach Stratton comes up, I want to go ahead and thank our sponsors, Holman Motors, HolmanRV.com, HolmanGMC.com. They're available at 800-323-8677 or 752-3123. Also, thank you to the New Richmond River City Express BP station. I was thinking about that little Chet's chicken there. I got a little what's that pizza that Coach Fagan's got going on over there? All right, they're selling your convenient needs at 553 Fuel. Joel Lloyd American Family Insurance. If you can insure Joel Lloyd American Family Insurance, you're way to go. They're available at 831-0045. New Richmond Subway at Rivertown Plaza. Check Subway.com for up-to-date specials. And I was just informed by them today that sub of the month is the steak and cheese. So the $5, you get it's a $5 for a 6-inch, but if you add one more dollar, you can get the full-length steak and cheese. So I went in and pulled the trigger on that today. That's for all of September. Thank you to the Richmond Subway, the Green Kayak, obviously, and Jim Carmadecca and his crew down here, River Hills Bank, Wellington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the University of Cincinnati, and coming soon, the Teed Off Driving Range. Go to teedoffdrivingrange.com and register your email address for a free bucket of range balls to get started down there. Coach Stratton, welcome to the Roll Pride Show. And we'll go ahead and address things. Indian Hill came to town last week, put together a pretty good game, and tough loss for the kids and for the staff after all the work that you put in. How is it that you transition moving forward now?
Well, every once in a while you're going to get taken back on the woodshed. That's what happened on Friday. We really struggled to do the football against them, and our defense fought as long as they could, and eventually they just got worn down. So I don't really think our defense played as bad as this before, but our offense definitely has a lot of it. On the 6 first down, two of them came off of the defense. It's not very good. We only got 4 first downs. So we got to have a sense of urgency and get ready to get better at 3. I got to change our mindset, our thoughts, our habits, our priorities when it comes to practice and hurry. You do the same thing that expect different results, and we're the same. So we got a lot we got to change in terms of how we approach practice and our work ethic and our mindset. So we addressed that today, and I think we've got a really good game plan put together for this week for Taylor, and another tough CHL team coming to New Richmond. And, they won their first game 41-7, and they were 9-2 last year, a playoff team. They got things rolling. They got a lot of energy over there. Their community's excited about football. They're building their stadium. Their numbers are up. They're a solid football team. So we gotta get ready in a hurry, like I said.
You know, Coach, I remember when I was coaching, and first game of the season when you don't open up like you really want to, and that's a lot of adversity. And, you know, one thing I did see, though, on Friday night is your kids never quit. You know, they were out there, they were playing hard the whole time, and all the way up until the end. So that's always something positive when you know that they're going to play, you know, the full game. So, you know, I think that's something that, you know, you look at in a positive thing. But, you know, moving on to Taylor, what do you see them bringing to the table that you guys are going to have to, you know, definitely watch out and make sure that you have that in your sights for what they're going to bring?
We got to match their physicality. They're a physical football team. They're not complicated on offense or on defense. They're very simplistic, but they're extremely physical, disciplined, very disciplined in everything that they do. You know, on defense, they don't do a whole lot, but they get off blocks. They run the football the entire. Really well. So if you do those things, you're going to be pretty good on defense and on offense. They're a physical downhill run team. They'll try to stretch you out into the edge a little bit, and then they're going to play action, hit you over the top. Last week they threw for 335 yards out of an power I set kind of offense to throw for 235 yards. That means they're pretty efficient in what they did. I think they were 8 for 13 for 235 and 2 TDs in the air. So they can put it in the air. You got to be able to play both. You got to be able to match their physicality in their run game, their downhill run game. You also have to be able to read your key and play fast.
Okay, Coach. And week 2, they say that the biggest transitions for a football team is coming between weeks 1 and 2. The biggest changes. What are the most important things? What are the most important things that you're focused on at this point?
Again, I think it's our physicality up front needs to improve. We're changing some things from our standpoint, the coaching staff standpoint. We're going to do some things differently. Again, to go back to what I said, we're not going to continue to just beat our head against the wall. We're changing what we're doing and changing our philosophy a little bit, just a little bit. Not overall changing anything when we do that, but to try to put our kids in a better situation to be successful and try to get them in the right look. The right play against the right look, and on defense, like I said, I didn't think we played that bad on defense. I thought we just got, they were on the field for 90 snaps. That's on the offense. That's not on the defense. So we got to get better on the offense. Our defense is continuing to push themselves to be better and better. And we got to get, we still got some guys banged up, and we're going to get a little bit more healthy. We're a little bit healthier this week, and next week we get four guys back next week. So next week's a big week for us in terms of getting maybe to full strength. But this week we get even more healthy, so it's good stuff.
It was a great showing week 1. The stands were packed, and the fans were very supportive. Do you have any particular messages for them coming into week 2?
Our fans?
Yes.
Yeah, keep showing up, right? It's
always a good sign.
We're gonna bounce back and we get better. Last year we lost week 1. we had a rough start to the year last year, and we were able to fight through, and then ended up, tied for the championship on a block PAT Week 10. And our kids stuck together and were able to put some nice runs together towards the end of the season. Excuse me. And we're definitely not going to lie down after one game. That's ridiculous. We're going to get after it. But our stands are going to be packed because that's New Richmond. Because New Richmond is the red helmet. Players are going to come and go. Coaches are going to come and go. But the red helmet's going to be here forever. And that's why our stands are going to be packed no matter who we're playing, no matter what our record is, because New Richmond is high school football. So I don't have any doubt that our fans are going to pack the stands again this week.
It is addictive, and you can comment that coming from a program like Clyde and the community and the tight community. You mentioned last week, Mike, that this is one of the things that steered you toward New Richmond. You took one peek at the facilities, and you knew that you were in that type of atmosphere that you had just left, and now you can come all the way down south here and fit into the same hole.
Without a doubt. And that was just something that I saw the stands and I saw the excitement last Friday night, and really reminded me a lot of home back up at Clyde, which now this is home, obviously. So that's something that made me feel good. And the facilities are awesome, and you guys got to be really proud of the facilities you guys have and the support. And have seen all those little kids down on the track and little cheerleaders and everything. So it's a huge community adventure that we've got going on here. That's great. That's what we were looking for when we wanted to move into an area, and I'm really proud to be here.
Okay. I'd like to thank again real quick Holman Motors and New Richmond River City Express BP, Joel Lloyd American Family Insurance, New Richmond Subway, the Green Kayak, River Hills Bank, Wellington North Community Sports Medicine, University of Cincinnati, and again coming soon to the Teen-Off Driving Range. Coach, it's back to work. It's a routine by now. There's a set program in place, getting ready. Is there anything at all that you alter? And I know you mentioned upping the physicality and trying to match that coming in on a particular week. But do you still feel that the approach you can take to this point is the right thing?
Well, we did some things differently last week in terms of our first week of the season, in terms of our preparation and we practice that we haven't done in the past because we're not as deep as we've been. Our numbers are down, we don't have as much depth. We got guys named up. So we did some things differently, and we hated it. So we went back today the way we did things the first 2 years in terms of our Monday preparation. We're going to change our Thursday preparation to what we used to do on Thursday. So things are going to change. We're going to go back to the way they were. And some of that was from the request from our kids on Saturday. They were better prepared the last couple of years. We did things during the week than we did last week. Because Monday was much more of a walkthrough, talk day, and today we put pads on. We got it. So maybe that'll change a little bit. I hope so. So they're going to get more. They're getting more reps this week than they did last week in terms of what they're seeing. But also, I think, like I said, Indian Hill was a little bit on film. Like I said, the super sounds and everything that we do, so we're going to be disciplined and physical.
Coach, on a positive note, do you want to give a shout out to the JV team and their victory last night?
Absolutely. Our JV team went to Indian Hill Saturday morning and played their butts off. Most of those kids played both ways. Didn't complain, didn't whine about having to play the whole game, and were able to fight out a 1-point victory, 15-14. And I'm super proud of those guys, and they, it was just a tough bunch of kids, and they're getting healthy too. A couple of guys getting healthy, and a couple of new young guys coming out that are going to help out a little bit, I think. So we're excited for our JV team and what those guys are going to do this year as well.
One of the pride situations for New Richmond is on your Friday night Pride Walk. You want to tell us a little bit about what that is for those that may not know, and the opportunity that they have to come out on pregame and be a part of something special?
Well, it's a new thing to me when I got here, obviously, but we walked down from the school to the field house, and a lot of the parents, my first week, I didn't know what that was. And her parents standing along the sidewalk, cheering on the boys as they walked down the field. I had no clue what it was. Was this like a big deal or what? But the way our schedule's set up, we do it so early that it's hard for parents to get there. But we do walk down at about 4:20. At 4:20, we walk down from the school after they do their character development. We do character development every Friday after we eat. And we walk down from the field house. And we had a nice handful of parents there this week, last week, and I appreciate them. Again, the support that we've got right now for our program is awesome. Like last week and this week, we get our head, we took it on the chin last week, and we've still got tons of fans here that participate in this, and that's great. And like I said, on Friday night, I have no doubt the stands will be packed.
There are some Lions fans here tonight, aren't there? We've got a good crowd here at Green Kayak. And joining us, Coach, here at the World Pride Show. Looking forward to next week's show. Coach, do you have any look ahead before we go?
Well, good luck this weekend. Get those guys ready to go, man. I'm sure you will.
Coach, any final thoughts? No, we're good. All right. Well, thanks again for the World Pride Show. Again, thank you to super producer Enos Pennington. Thank you to Lions fans that have come down again once again and showed up in masses once again last Friday night. We're going to need you back in the stands again this week, and make sure you tell your families they can tune in to newrichmond.local.sportsradio.com and listen live. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to Coach Stratton here and pop up the game film, I believe, and go open forum here for a little bit. And one more final thank you to our sponsor, Pullman Motors, the Richmond University Express BP station. American Family Insurance, New Richmond Subway, River Hills Bank, Wellington Orthopedic Sports Medicine, University of Cincinnati and the Teen-Off Driving Range, and finally, of course, Green Kayak and all their home sport. Coach, I believe you ordered some wings. Hot barbecue, you ready to go there again? I think you talked me into it as well. Mike, thank you. Coach Mike Martin for here today. I'm Chris Sheldon, and Coach Josh Stratton, and for Enos Pennington and Lions fans all the way around. Give one more big round of applause for New Richmond fans everywhere. Thank you. And that's the whole show for this week.